It is very late. I am trying to film a video a day, and the boys are sick, so we're gonna film it while they're sleeping. Let's get into it. So it's funny because I decided today I'm going to talk about when Levi was 3 months old. It was a shorter video, like it's like 7 minutes and like 18 seconds. So I was like, that's a good one to do since I gotta talk about something relatively short. Keep this video nice and short. Because I don't want to have it like this too long with the boys feeling the way that they do. But looking at that one, and I mean, at that point in time, I guess I'll just start off right off the bat. A lot of my filming had to be done at night during one of his awake periods because otherwise I wasn't able to do it between both babies. Because yeah, that's just the consistent part of that point in my life is I was the only one handling the babies. So yeah, I would film at night and I would edit like when Elias and I were sitting and when everybody was just relaxing, like mornings and during lunch and etc. I just find it funny because of course that was filmed at nighttime and so is this. But yeah, it was such a short update because I felt like there wasn't a lot to talk about in regards to him. Like, he was teething, and I tried to get video of his teeth. I tried to video his laugh because he was laughing all the time at that point. He was just such a happy little baby. Like, thank goodness he was a happy little baby because, like, at least there was joy in the house, right? Like, it wasn't just constant sadness and fear. There was at least some joy. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Look at him, my snuggle. Now he's 3 months to 3 years. There's a drastic change there. But yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot that was going on. There wasn't a lot of crazy stuff that was happening. I mean, like, at this point, the narcissist gave up on even just communicating with me most of the time. Like, if he wasn't home, I didn't hear from him until he got back home. If I had to ask him to do something like go pick up some food or diapers or something because he's gone and he's got his wallet and stuff, obviously, and he's the only one with the cards, including the EBT, which had my name on it. I don't know why we couldn't just leave that with me, but whatever. So that way maybe I could get my uncle to take me to the store. But that would also require him to leave the car seats with me too. That would have been a lot for him. But like, he'd always act very inconvenienced by me asking, and like would get mad and frustrated and be like, I'm trying to hang out with my friends, and I was like, I was just asking if you were gonna be home early enough that you could stop for this stuff. I wasn't really like demanding that you stop hanging out with your friends. I just wanted to know if you were gonna be home before the store was closing and if you could stop at the store on your way home because it would still be open, or if we're just going to have to find a different time to go tomorrow. That was it. Good gravy. I didn't think it was that much of a complicated ordeal, but apparently it was. But yeah, aside from little things like that, it was really just the standard of I'm going to leave you alone, I'm going to do what I want to do, I'm going to ignore all of you unless we have to make appearances, like seeing family or anything like that. So, yeah, just constant stuff that I don't think should have been a thing. And I know it's probably really boring to hear me say, like, within these updates, that that's what was happening so consistently. But, like, I guess I should probably put it out there that the narcissist left with all of our stuff when Levi was only 5 months old. Like, the relationship was completely over by the time that Levi was 6 months old. So, it, at this point, it's really just demonstrating, like, how checked out he already was prior to packing up all of our stuff and leaving, which, like, yeah, I just kind of vanished, so I guess I'll talk about that for a little bit, but yeah, because I just kind of vanished after all of that happened, like, vanished for a while off YouTube, was like, I need a break, I need to be by myself, I need to not focus on videos, I need to focus on just me and the boys and, away from the internet. So I had that moment for a little while, and, I mean, truthfully, it, it was, it was strange. And it's strange to me because he spent our entire relationship, which lasted for 6 years, complaining about the kind of person that his mother was. How she packed up all of their stuff and left to another state and promised to have the kids with her and packed up all of his toys and stuff. And, like, that's what he remembers. And then she was gone and never came back until he was an adult. And came back literally to tell him not to date me because she didn't want to be related to my mother, to not have kids with me because she didn't want to be related to my mother. And it was like, you complained so much about how she did that and how it really scarred you and messed up your whole life, and how you felt abandoned by her and then just completely abused and mistreated by your father, and you didn't even have her to go run to, and it put in all of this mistrust that you have in women, and she's really what started your hatred towards women, etc., and why you feel like you can't trust any of us, and why you're always, like, expecting disappointment from the women in your life, and why I was set to such a high and ridiculous standard. And yet, when the time came, that's the exact same thing that he decided to do. And that's the part that I don't understand. Like, you decided to just do that without a single care, without a single worry. You were like, oh, it's fine. She's got this. Like, you're right. I have it. I'm good. Like, I'm steady chilling. These boys are very well loved and cared for. I don't think that if you were watching this, you'd have any doubts about that. I mean, you were so confident about it to the point that you told the judge in our custody court stuff that exact thing. Like, when you went on a whole tangent, it went from she's just trying to be vindictive, but, like, she's a good mom and she's the best mom that those kids could have, and I would never try to take them from her because of that. Okay, thanks, bud. So, like, we both know that you know that I've got this, but, like, even still, even though I have this and I've got it and I'm steady chilling, I don't understand how you could not want to be involved. How you can decide to just do exactly what your mom did to you. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Confuses me. But yeah, that's why I keep choosing to talk about these instead of just being like, yeah, all these months are basically the same. Because it's really just reiterating what it was like right before the breakup, right before the actual end of the relationship, which is wild to think about. But yeah, that's all I got for the video. Like I said, it was going to be a super short one because children are sleeping and sickly. It's just that time of the year where we're catching colds all the time, it seems. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Come back next week. It's almost the end of the year, so we are almost out of this funk. I already have so many videos that are scheduled for the next few years. So it'll be great. It'll be worth it. There's a lot more fun stuff coming. I'm very excited for it. Good night. Although you're watching this at noon, my time, something similar to whatever your time is if you're watching this in America. You know what? Yeah, good night. Bye.